welcome this Saturday morning to this week's edition of Psychology Now. Yes, as a psychology student, a psychology major, I have learned a lot about how the mind works, and I've also read about how the mind works. There are so many physiological, psychological, existential, cognitive ideals that just so many people do not know what the hell goes on in their heads, their craniums and their rosses. That's the Arabic word for head, by the way, ross. Now, as I enjoy my bowl of vegetables, Obama, we will begin. Yeah. Now, psychology began in in the 1800s. I can't remember the exact date, but it doesn't matter. It was in the 1800s, a man who goes by the name of Wundt. He lived in Germany, and one day he decided to work on understanding how the brain, how the mind just works, how human beings act and why they act, and with the cause and effect of how you are as a human being. Now, there was another man who opened a psychological lab before Wundt, but other scientists think that he was the first one, but I don't remember his name either. Yeah, so it was either Wundt or someone else. Now, at that time, they didn't even know about science, like mathematical calculations and stuff for your mind. Like, they didn't have brain scanners and all that shit that you have today. Well, it's not shit, it's very, very good stuff today. They didn't have any brain scanners and stuff like that. So, he worked on just trying to write out as much information as he could on how human beings act and so on and so forth. Later on in the future, a man who goes by the name of Freud, he changed psychology in a profound way. I think he was Russian. Not really 100% sure. He was Russian and he went to Germany. But this man named Freud or something like that, he said, you guys are more into... I'm a cigarette. You guys are more into figuring things out the way, like, son of a bitch. Oh God, son of a bitch. There was a man named Erickson, and it was Freud. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm getting confused. Yeah, there was a man named Freud, and he said, I want to know how people think by speaking to them. So he had a big ass couch, a lounge chair, whatever, and he had the patient lay on it, and he looked away from them so they wouldn't feel upset and he wouldn't be looking at them like that. And he said, okay, tell me your problems, and the patient would just say what he felt, and he would ask him questions, and that's how he got the information. Now, Freud had so many, in my opinion, horrible ideas. Like, he actually thought that when you were 2, 3, 4, or 5, something like that, you develop, the girls developed an envy of the penis, and the boys just have a lot of anus-loving stuff, and they would just, and they liked defecation and all that stuff. Now, my psychology professor loves fruits at works. My former psychology professor who committed suicide, he did not like fruit because he thought it was very, very odd and aimless. And I agree with him a little bit. But, yeah, my new psychology professor, she thinks that fruit's ideas are good, so obviously there are diverse opinions. For me, I just don't like his ideas about that anus and stuff like that with children. Ugh. But I love the way that he spoke to people to get their understand their problems and emotions and sadness and stuff. Now, I also love the way that Freud always had the basic idea which everyone should have, is that no matter what circumstance you are in, you must have a positive light to it in order to live a happy, long, fruitful life. And he was there when the Adolf Hitler and the Germans and stuff like that, so, you know, he was serious. He really, really had to feel happy about anything. Like, it was difficult, but he did, and it helps you live a long life. And there are examples like this woman. I don't know if she's still alive right now, but she was alive when I saw the video on Ellen. She's 100 and something, and it's very, very good. So, if you want to live a long, happy life, then you must be happy and make...
Skateboarding, surfing it up. Before I say anything else, I want to say no matter what you've done, you deserve respect. Even if you make mistakes, you're lovable. And it doesn't matter your look, skills, or age, or size, or anything, you're worthwhile. No one could ever take that away from you. Now,